on the plane now to New Zealand. Last year we won D1NZ. But it wasn't easy.
But I never worried cause she got the keys. He let it bleed, never put me on the freeze. Just look at how you spit it to me. It'll be out of right after I see. Can't make the promise unless you the king. Jay with a baby, I am with a baby. You know you can right.
Oops. But we came out a winner.
You know what it's worth. He not letting go like a scrub. I'm a purse. Rolling with heavy. He feeling kinda discouraged cause he feeling down in the dirt. I told him heavy, you only need faith cause yes you already did all the work. Life or death, this life is best. I rather see the vision complete.
We arrived into Christchurch. Man, so beautiful on the way in, and my flight to Invercargill where I'm racing is delayed, and the flight they gave me wasn't until tomorrow. They gave me a hotel and everything, but it wasn't until tomorrow at 6:30 a.m, which would have meant I wouldn't have even got there in time to start practice. I'm already missing the briefing at this point, only because the full details of the event weren't out. I told the events Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I booked to get there on Thursday night. Turns out the briefing's actually pretty much going on right now while I'm talking to you guys. And I ended up sweet talking and getting another flight into Invercargill tonight, which is good, but man, what a journey. It's always exciting here for the D1NZ. Let's have a look. Oh! Give the fire extinguisher! Yeah. Let's go D1NZ. Alright, we've made it to Invercargill. Found some jokers. OG team, new guy. What's new guy's name again? Jacob. Yeah. So we got a new guy. We tend to go through him, you know. Bit hard on the fellas that help us out. So I don't think I told you guys, I'm carrying 28 kilograms worth of 370Z axles for James. Anyway, we're here. We made it. It's good.
It's a thing. A massive, like, big ones hurt, and these are big ones, like all 6 inches.
That's what she said.
The big ones hurt. I'd say that's above average, being honest.
That's 6 inches, isn't it?
That's 6 inches.
Yeah.
That's above average.
Oh yeah. Are we on the track?
This is literally the racetrack right here.
Racetrack. Bus on the racetrack. Why? Why not? Ask for forgiveness, not like, don't ask permission.
You should have. Last night we were doing laps, I was testing out all the rumble strips in this car.
So why haven't we done that? We'll go see the boss first, I guess.
Yeah.
G'day, mate. We've made it to the track. Now I've got to choose if I drive the 32 or the 180. Unfortunately, the S15 has had an ECU, we think an ECU issue, so we didn't want to risk bringing it. So look at this thing with the Can's eyes on it. It looks freaking sick. There's now Shockworks as well. 32's spicy. How much does the 32 make now? 700? 750 out of the RB25, and sequential now with the Can's eyes and Shockworks. And then the old girl, what's she like, 900?
Yeah, the safe 900.
Safe 900. Still on probably some D2s or something.
No, it's got BC gold, but
okay.
We'll put some Shockworks in
yeah,
at some stage.
It'll get some Shockworks at some point, but yeah, this is sequential as well. So we're not sure if we'll end up using this or that. And have you driven either since the refreshers?
Neither.
Neither?
No, neither. But that feels cool. Like the 32 just feels cool.
Do you remember how to drive right-hand drive?
Not at all, we don't have to learn the...
New Zealand. You know how I know we're at the closest track to Antarctica?
Because it's still
raining.
Still in June.
Oh look. Something just don't change. I don't want to get wet shoes. Yeah. Officially of D1NZ. We have practice and qualifying today. Loading up well, there's only one of the boys in here right now, but we're all loaded up in one car and the weather is atrocious. It looks like we're going to only get practice in the wet, and then qualifying will be in the dry. And we're going to change the seat, do some other things this morning, which is also not going to be that fun. But yeah, it's freezing and cold. You absolutely know that you're at the closest track to Antarctica. It's cold for a New Zealander, so I'm going to be battling here, but I am in short. smart.
There you go, mate.
Finally made it here to D1NZ. We've got this little gift from the guys. Welcome to the Diff 2026. Whole bunch of stuff here. Card cards. Monsty boys. We're all Monsty boys now. Bunch of Monsty. Oh, some socks are going to come in handy. It's a wet weekend. Window banner. It's a backpack or something. Hell yeah. Monster on board this season for D1NZ. Let's get it. Well, unfortunate news. My choices have dwindled down and I'm definitely going to be driving the 180. Because James just went out with 32 and a blew a turbo. And on top of that brilliance, I haven't updated my Trans-Tasman license, which means I've already missed a bunch of the practice. There's a second session going out right now that I'm missing. I need to wait till 9 AM Australian time to be able to sort out my licensing stuff. So I'm sitting around in the rain waiting. So yeah, I'll be driving the 180, but just in case, because first lap in the 32 unfortunately she blew a turbo. So James is going to take the 180 out now because he does have his license and he will make sure hopefully the 180 works all good. So then when I do get into it after, I can just go and rip and get some practice. The weird thing is it's absolutely raining like crazy, cats and dogs now, but the qualifying is meant to be dry later today. So see how things goes. Fingers crossed the 180 is all good. All right, good news is we're on, boys. I'm not in that line, but license is all sorted, so I'm gonna get out. I think it'll be the third practice and it'll be the third practice session, I'll get my first run, so we're on. Throw a belt! Throw a belt! Throw a belt! It's overheated, throw a belt. I touched it with the front tyre, but I didn't think it would have spilled all over the track. But well, am I all muddy? If the car's not all muddy, then it wasn't me.
I can't see the other side.
Well, no, it would have been this side. Hard to get mud on it when I'm going that way. Unless you went the wrong way, I guess, but yeah.
A little bit on front.
Just let it be muddy. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter, mate. All of us have to drive through the same fucking mud, who cares? Right?
Oh, it was you that brought it all on the track.
It was me.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a backy in there and caught it with the front tyre a little bit. starter motor's gonna break. Longest clips ever. Oh my god. Just one on the line?
Yeah, there's one on the line, so scrub you now and
Yeah.
get her out. Does it close properly or is that it?
That's probably it. JT here at D1NZ. Got the boys. Don't act like you're camera shy now, bud. So what's the story on the car?
The car is good to go. We're ready to roll. Just going to take it straight to finals, and yeah, job done. Easy day at work.
So I don't know if I mentioned it in yesterday's filming. We had a boost line off. Turns out we just found that this morning, so I couldn't have told them yesterday. So we found a boost line off. So wastegate has 2 lines. Basically, I only had 6 PSI. I thought it was an issue with the track just gripped up a ton yesterday, and I was just sort of copped it on the chin and went, yeah, super grippy. We took some grip out, we changed tyres and all that. Turns out,
PSI.
yeah, I had 20. Turns out we're down on power, and I believe we probably, with the 6 PSI down on boost, was probably 300 horsepower. So I need to ask the tuner, but I'd say it'd be around that. So dramatic difference, but we got through, got qualified 6. And today straight on to battles for round 1, tomorrow round 2. Let's get it. 6 PSI, how much power would it be making? And how much should it be making on all of it? It's been a while since you tuned that car, right?
Yeah, so it makes like about 900 on
All of the boost? Like
not
11?
all. I think it's 11. I think it's 11 or 13. I can't remember. On 6 PSI, 700.
Yeah. Yeah, 600-700 sounds about
More
right.
than 6.
You reckon?
Yeah, somewhere between the two maybe. Yeah.
Either way, a couple hundred horsepower down.
Definitely missing some stallions.
Missing some stallions. Alright, cool. Well, should hopefully be fixed today. It would have just been that line, you reckon?
Yeah, it would have been running on wastegate base pressure.
And then of course, obviously, it doesn't help that the filter was also garbage.
That's where James would want to run it. So don't ask James that question. Because he
What's
always
that?
wants to turn that car down.
Oh, no, it needs it. Needs it all.
Edit that bit out.
Yeah. You're the
But
wrong side of the
He's
wastegate
always
fell
like,
off.
turn it down. It's like, fuck, I'm going to pull the wastegate hoses off, you know?
Yeah, the wrong wastegate hose fell off for me.
Yeah.
So upon further inspection, looks like the CV was dry as well, which wouldn't have helped our situation at all.
That's
But
completely fucked it. I'm off the hook. It was nothing to do with me.
I had nothing to do with you. Okay, I'm sure the power definitely helped, but that's a good thing. Having the power back, we were actually a PSI shorter target, you said? So we're running 12 and it's meant to be on 13 PSI, but the car, night and day the car compared to yesterday. I can put it where I want now. Would have been nice for qualifying, but it is what it is. It's my second pass. Broken axle, so yeah, get a freshie in there, a nicely greased up freshie. We're going to put the tri-aces back on, probably run them up in pressure a little bit, just to be nicer to the driveline. And our speed is, I don't think we're going to have a speed drama by any means. I think we were pretty damn fast out there, so yeah, it's just keeping it consistent and hopefully keep the car together. And temps, we got to work something out for temps. It did get a little bit warm after the first run. Between the first and second run, we need to work something out, get the temps down a bit more. See our water sprays aren't working. All right, we're going out now for practice for the battles, and I'm so freaking excited. Now the boost is here, like it's a million times better than it was, so I'm super excited to get out there for the battles. anything under this?
There's only water coming from the front.
Okay. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Alright, break an axle.
Interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Alright guys, we are going to be making a shift. I know I've been pushing you guys to become members here on YouTube, and we've been putting up videos a little bit early, but we are going to make the push across to Patreon because we want to just do cooler stuff, and YouTube still gets real antsy about some of the things we're doing, especially out here in the farm. We can get pretty loose. There's a lot of stuff we haven't been able to put up on YouTube, but it's going to be on Patreon. Hit that link right there and jump onto Patreon. We're going to release videos at least 24 hours early onto Patreon. We're going to release videos onto Patreon that you won't see on YouTube. So there's going to be a bunch of good stuff on there. We're also going to set up some stuff where you guys can come back and forth with me and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be rad. I'm excited to get some more videos together. And I do have a dedicated editor now. So I'm using the same editor I have been in all this, but he is now dedicated to our channel, guys. So this is super good news going forward. So definitely jump onto the Patreon because it's going to get better and better, especially the more of you that get on there. It's going to allow us to do more cool stuff. And yeah, check it out. For all the Patreon members, there will be a discount code to grab stuff online as well. So yeah, another reason to become part of the Patreon crew, part of the Fink fam. That's where we're all going to be. So check it out. Oh no, I'm on fire. You're good. Yeah. I know, but that's what I'm saying. They hadn't told me. They clearly hadn't told me. And like, I'm dead eyesight with them on fire. Yeah. Like flames.
No, they called the oil.
Flames are coming up out of my bonnet.
Fuck.
Nikki, how long did anyone have eyes on this fire for before the call come through to me?
That's probably out of my fire extinguisher. Which I don't need anymore.
Before we were called to the fire. That's not good enough, really, eh?
Oh well, we were on fire. Hoping the damage is minimal. I'm hoping the fire was just like something stupid. It didn't seem like, it definitely wasn't a fuel fire. The engine sounded like it was running fine. I just shut it down because there was a lot of smoke. So I'm unsure. I'm hoping just an oil line or something. Okay, good news is the fire hasn't stopped her. You good? So yeah, we'll find out what's going on. But yeah, seems like just maybe a rubber hose dropped onto the manifold.
How did you know power steering?
You got no power steering?
Nothing.
Boys have found the issue seems to be a power steering blockage, and subsequently, coincidentally, because of that, I guess, an oil line came off. Like a power steering line came off because the line was blocked, and then that's obviously sprayed power steering onto the manifold and fire. So luckily the car fired straight back up. I think we'll be smart to try and find another injector coil loom just to make sure, because this one's definitely crusty, and we should be back underway. Boys are just cleaning it all up, getting those lines all sorted, and we should be back in business. Lucky. We're on fire. I felt like forever, so
here, not Joe. I'm not that tall, pal. Or you're saying you're tall. Defending champs in the house. What do you make of your progress so far?
I have had a rough day. You know, it's always exciting, this drifting stuff with cars and problems and whatnot. But I can't even blame the car for the start of my weekend. I missed out on a majority of practice due to my poor memory and not realizing I didn't have an NZ drift license. So I wasted half my weekend here without a license and not being able to drive. Finally got in the car, had a few dramas, but the JDM boys got onto it. Then earlier today, big fire. I was on fire. I just actually looked at the GoPro. I was on fire for 2 whole minutes.
Damage?
Yeah.
How much?
We're out here, so it's mostly stuff we've replaced.
A lot of politics.
It's stuff we've replaced, and we've had help. We've had one of the drivers from Pro Sport. His name's Luke as well, so good fella. But he's lent us a loom to get us going for today. So anybody in TV world that's anywhere near Invercargill, we need an LS1 coil pack loom. So great place to have a shout out for it, right?
Yeah, perfect place to use the power of broadcast media, mate. You said yesterday you're going to have to nurse the car. That was yesterday. Is it still the case now? Because I sometimes think with you, it's we're just telling a nice story, and then I'll go and just rip them to shreds. What am I hearing?
All right, so there is an interesting story from yesterday. I just thought the track was super grippy. Turns out I didn't have boost. I was only on 6 PSI of boost, which is the gate pressure on this car. So I was down nearly 300 horsepower, 200 to 300 horsepower I was down. So the boys got onto that this morning, turned that back up, and my first lap out today I was like, oh my god, this is a totally different car to yesterday, and then it caught on fire. But otherwise it's been fantastic. No, it's
I just love how you've gone, but I've got that extra 300 today, boys. Just look in your rear vision mirror.
Well, honestly, I was struggling with the track just because it is a big, high speed, big power track, and you know, the grip I normally enjoy running, I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to run it, and it's almost like a dirty word in my mouth when I go up to like 20 or more PSI in the rear. So, you know, it was like, man, I'm going to have to pump these tyres up, I can't spin them. And then, yeah, today when we put that pressure in, I was like, oh, we can drop the pressures way back down, like put the tri-aces back on, like, let's go. So
the way you're talking now, everybody should be worried. Okay, we've seen how you go, right? And when you get excited, we know the driving is going to be exciting. Yeah. All right, you go back and enjoy that extra 300 and just try not to have the car on fire, okay?
Well, yeah, nice tyre fire would be cool. Yeah.
All right, there's your defending champ, Luke Fink. Let's get back to business, shall we?
All right, man, heading out for my first run after the fire. I'm not concerned with fire again. I think everything's going to be fine there. I'm just hoping the car works and does what I need to do, because there's a lot of crispy bits under the bonnet. But yeah, we're just going to send it, man. We're just going to send it. It's all we can do. Catch the fire again, I'm going to drive all the way to the fire extinguisher myself this time. what it is. We gave it a go. We don't have a spare diff. We don't have one to change out, unfortunately. I don't know. It sucks. This is racing. This is part of it. It may hold together. It might not. I'm hoping for it to hold together, obviously. But we'll see how we go.
So that really, it puts proof in the pudding. So no, thank you, Darren. As we go back into the last battle of the top 16 with Luke Fink and Justin Patterson. Luke Fink in the lead in the JDM Racing 180S6, and Justin Patterson in the chase lead in the MGFS 15s. They come into the first outer zone. Luke doing a very good job staying out very wide in the first outer zone, coming into the second outer zone very good. Justin, something's gone from there. He's misjudged that switch, I think, as Luke keeps going into the fourth outer zone and makes it around the circuit. But unfortunately for Justin Patterson there, he's really read that wrong.
So they are motorsport New Zealand accredited photographers who are permitted out on the race. They have been safety inducted here, and now Luke's had a problem, and Luke's shut down. Now that's gonna 0-0. So Justin's now going to put this all on the line.
Yeah, he's actually going to complete this run. Oh no! Commentator's curse, mate. We've done it again.
What did you do, Kiske? What did you do?
That's a different tail shaft. Not emergency this time. Just need a tow in. We still get the win? Alright, we got a diff. Pretty sure it's a diff. Pretty sure it's a diff.
Yeah, they've already got one out.
Alright, sweet.
Hello.
We good?
Okay.
We good?
Oh, you're just doing up here.
Can I fire? Can I fire?
Yes.
monsters of D1 here. Monsters, legends, champions, both here and abroad. Oh, look, Fink is right here. Just a little tap. Yeah, Fink, how are you, buddy? I'm just going to give you a little tap on the recorder here. Luke Fink, he might have had some issues earlier on, but he's certainly got that thing sorted out now. And here comes Fink, attacking Fangadan.
The proximity from Luke was unbelievable. That was the best proximity we've seen today. It's one of those things where that's what we see, that's what we kind of.
Well, the only reason that Luke Fink
Luke
Fangadan, but on earlier runs, I don't think he'll give Luke that same ability to potentially get him.
I don't think he can afford it, to be honest, with a run like that from Luke.
This is going to be really interesting because this has the potential to get quite aggressive here. I think we'll see Fangadan, while we saw him sit back in earlier runs, I don't think he'll give Luke that same ability to potentially gap him.
I don't think he can afford it, to be honest, with a run like that from Luke, as we look at Luke in the lead and Fangadan in the chase.
It's ridiculous to think this is the top 8, by the way. This is not even the semi-final.
Here we go, Luke initiates into the first outer zone and makes it into that first outer zone. He's a little bit tight as he makes his way out to the second outer zone, flips back into the third outer zone. Fangadan doing a pretty good job sticking with him, not as close, but fourth outer zone is very well done by both drivers here as they come into the one outer zone across the finish. I mean, both very, very clean runs.
Luke had the proximity. The only observation maybe might be, did Luke take a little bit of angle out of that first zone to try and... Luke's out of the car already. Luke gets the call. Luke Fink gets the call.
We haven't battled, have we?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, while you two have a chat, let's have a quick chat to you quickly. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Diff gets in, do the job.
Mate, my team is unbelievable, honestly. Like, you do see us here at JDM have a few problems, but you get that. We're usually running 3 cars here, so you're bound to see a few problems. But man, the guys put the work in, got a diff swapped over in, 10 minutes, like, ridiculous. And this is our first battle, multiple times DK, so super fun to battle him out. It was clean, no damage, much to probably a lot of people's disappointment, but yeah, let's get on to top 4.
You're in the top 4, buddy, and mate.
Yeah, it's interesting here. Obviously, Dave was the higher qualifier, qualifying second, and Luke in 6th. So Dave actually chose to lead here as they come off the line. Oh no, so Luke has Dave has chosen Luke to lead as they come off the line and into the second outer zone here. Dave's done a pretty good job staying with Luke there. Luke's very, very wide in that third outer zone. Is big straight line in front from Luke, was it? I think so, and Dave's done very, very well to stay with him and see what happens to the very final edge. It was a bit of a scrappy run there by Luke, as Dave does a very, very good job to adjust to what's happening in front of him.
From a chaseable lead point of view, you couldn't say that was classic Fink.
100%. As we watch the GT Radio replay here, Luke does a pretty good job staying out on outer zone 1, hitting outer zone 2. Dave's there right with him as they switch onto outer zone 3, and this is kind of where it all goes wrong. I think Luke puts on a little bit too much angle and tries to re-rotate the car into outer zone 4 and over-rotates into outer zone 5 and back around there into the finish line. And now we're looking at the screen here, but Dave is the only one on the line.
Where is Luke? So we have seen in past that Luke can be a little bit slower on the track because I think that car is quite
needs a bit of a cool down. Yeah. You see here, Luke's standing back a little bit just to see if he can dive up on Dave coming into the first initiation. Let's see as they come onto the first initiation zone. Dave doing very well to stay on the outer zone there. It's a little bit inside.
He hit the sign on the inside of the track. You can see where it's ripped the cable tie out the front. I'll bet you $10 he hits him. I just said the one before wasn't classic Luke. That's classic Luke Fink. That's Fink being Fink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 100%. I mean that with the greatest of respect to Luke, because Luke will have the hugest smile on his face, right? I'm sure we're going to hear from Stephen shortly with both of them. Dave will be smiling because Dave can get out of it, and Dave will be stoked, I think, to play sponsor. See what happens here as Stephen announces. Dave's just gone over and go, what are you doing? What are you doing to me?
Get into Luke Fink just quickly. Okay, so you're going to battle for 3 and 4. What happened there? There you just wait. I'm going to go. I'm just going to have a crack.
Yeah, I had a little correction in the lead there and sort of knew I had to put it on the line. And then we have a little bit of a saying at home, enter shit, get hit. And entry into the last corner was a bit like that, so he got hit.
All right, mate, we'll go fix her up because you've got to battle for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, we've got to fix her up. Oops.
A little bit of a job.
Yeah, that'll be
right.
right.
Mate.
You just say what I think he said?
Yeah, I think a couple techie tech screws will do the job for him and a couple zip ties, but that's what most drift cars are built with that I handle. And I think the JDM racing cars are somewhat the same.
Yeah, the boys are removing their bumper because Luke will just drive over it, right? Now Luke's car's just come to a halt. No, he's just playing games.
He's alright. He's alright.
He's just playing games. Now, who was the higher qualifier here? Is it Ben is 5, Luke was 6. So Ben gets to choose. So Ben got to choose. That was why Luke sat there. Launchmaster Willie in the Link ECU start box, about to unleash our 3rd and 4th place battle.
Ben's in the lead here in the S15 and Luke in the chase. We'll see what Luke can do as Ben initiates into the first outer zone and does pretty well getting into that first outer zone. Luke's on his door as they come into the second outer zone. Flick back, Luke's still there. He's very much in the smoke and he's trying to adjust to Ben coming into the 3rd, 4th outer zone there, coming out of the smoke and back onto the...
Oh, Benny. I didn't do that. That was not me.
That was
I
not
wasn't
me,
talking. No, neither of us was talking, and it went again. Is there something binding up in the front or something?
It might, and this is where it all kind of went wrong for Ben, as he over rotates and he tries to. I don't think he gets on gas fast enough, and the car probably bogs, and that's all she wrote for Ben in the lead lap.
It almost. So we've talked about this before, some of the Sylvias where they, once they do rotate to full lock, they do bind up and get trapped, don't they, sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what kind of steering system you're running. I mean, I think Ben's running the WiseFab front rack system in the S15, so he's done, there shouldn't be too much steering bind. I think it's probably something else in terms of a cut or a bog or something like that. So unfortunate for Ben there coming off track. Luke doing a very good job in the chase, as he always does in the JDM racing car.
I feel like Luke wanted to put a purple tattoo on that car just then, like just watching the body language of what he was doing. I think he was lining it up. He was going to play a little bit of bump and run on that last corner if he could have got away with it. But it's interesting to see whether Ben comes straight back around, and yes, he does. So obviously not anything too major.
And he hasn't lost any aero, which is pretty good. So all of his body kit, Origin Labo Driftline, is still on the car, which is good to see.
Yeah, control off deleted the bumper yesterday. So I think he's been told not to do it today by the boss.
See how Luke goes in the lead there, stays out wide. Ben's on the door as Luke comes into second outer zone, coming into third outer zone. Ben's trying his best to stay in proximity there. Luke switches into outer zone 4. Ben just loses it a little bit and comes into the final outer zone there. Luke's pretty much 90 coming into the finish line, and Ben is trying to keep up there as they finish that lap.
That is Luke saying, "I got you." Oh, that's the exclamation. By the way, that Dangerous Dave is the nickname that Dave put into the information sheet. So we didn't just make that up. Call has been made. Third place goes to... Luke Fink.
It's third place.
Okay, congratulations, P3.
Yeah, happy with that. Good start to the year. You know, pushed pretty hard. The car's definitely not liking the 2 laps. The diff we put in is a different ratio, so I ended up on limiter a lot more. So we definitely need to work out something for tomorrow. Obviously, same track but backwards. So
yeah,
gonna have to make some changes there. But otherwise, you know, the team, can't say enough for the JDM Racing team and D1NZ and everybody like yourself behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
Give me one name: Steedman or Halligan for the win.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Could end in tears. I don't know. It'd be a good one because, well, look, I drove through the back of Steedman, so if he does that again, I'm sure Connor will run through him too. So,
all right, we'll see you on the podium.
Thanks, mate.
Okay. Once again, trophies presented by James McManaway, the owner of D1NZ, in second position and straight out of the cockpit and weekends, right? Well, those. Alrighty, we'll do this one more time. We'll just. Alrighty, we'll do this one more time. We'll just get one final thought after round one. Last, I'll go 3, 2, 1. Come down, boys. So, Luke, talk to me about this. Yeah, I know I'm small, mate. Okay. One of those weekends, right? One of those days, right? And you've got another one to do tomorrow. How do you think the car holds up tomorrow?
Yeah, no, good. No, it looks good. We'll do some fixing. We'll get some sticky tape, zip ties, and if it can't be fixed with those, it can't be fixed at all. Okay, we're going to reverse direction tomorrow. Dave has already said he doesn't think it'll be as bad on the tyres. What do you think? I have no idea. I haven't driven it. I was late to the party and didn't have a license, so I couldn't practice the other way. So it's all new to me tomorrow. We do still need to find another diff. The diff we put in doesn't have the wheel speed that we need for the course. So yeah, we got some work to do tonight for sure. And look, we'll do it all over again. And because add some zip ties and some sticky tape, and she'll look good as new. I don't know where my headlight is. The headlight in the back of your car, maybe. I think I put it in his boot.
Yeah, he's smiling. That's okay. He'll give it back. What's it like to come back and defend a title?
It's good. I don't know, it's like normal. I just cruise in and do some driving. The JDM boys take care of it all and look after me. So, yeah, just come here and have fun. And, yeah, at least the sun's out today. It's warm here. No, it's not warm. It's freezing.
Yeah, I think it's 7 tonight, but that'll be warm for you, wouldn't it?
Hell no.
All right, congratulations on P3 and the start of your defence. We'll go number 2 for Collar Halligan.
The next day.
Guys, welcome to round 2 of D1NZ. I'm feeling confident but definitely stressed out about this rear end of this car. I don't quite have the wheel speed I need. You know, blowing that diff in the previous round, which you guys watched probably yesterday or the day before. It really is playing on the back of my mind, but hopefully we can get through the day. Keen to get back out there and see if we can land on the podium for the second day in a row. I definitely want to improve on yesterday's, but let's see how we go. Send it. Ratio, but it shouldn't be as bad. Like, I'm not on limiter for as much as yesterday. Huh? Tires? Yeah. Ling Long. It's more the ratio. It's hard to find good help, isn't it? But yeah, so I ran right on the edge of the track through that whole second zone, like they said. I went to switch back, like I was on lock stops. Like literally on lock stops before I transition. As I go to transition, I'm like, oh, there's a fucking Mustang there. And he's bailed off into the dirt, realizing that I didn't know he was there. He was here. I was like this, and he's come up here. So I've got to switch back, and he's in the way. So he, like, to stop himself getting hit, he fucking bailed off into the dirt. But I'm guessing he's pretty buried. I don't know if I got the line perfect, but felt alright. The run-up's really annoying. Yeah. Super annoying. Fuck, you must have got proper buried, eh? That's what, yeah.
This program to bring you a special report.
All right, guys, we're a little bit late to the Black Friday sales. They're going to kick them off right now from you guys seeing this video until midnight on the 12th, so you can get it in time for Christmas. But we are doing spend $100 and get 10% off, spend $170 and get 20% off. Discount is automatically added. You don't have to put any fancy codes or anything in. You can grab any of our hats, new patrol stuff, low brain tees, some Thanes Creek stickers, helmet bags, tyre gauges, and everything else. And we'll be throwing in extra stickers. Go check out the link right there. Support us, do silly shit, and get some cool threads for yourself. Enjoy, guys.
We are at Jeremy Slamet's car. He didn't have the most luck yesterday as he had some overheating issues, and I also understand he's had some mechanical issues. He's not been able to find a belt overnight.
Nah, so no belt. That's probably, yeah, this is almost like the least of the last thing you need to fix up. We did say yesterday after my finals there that if you can't fix it with zip ties specifically or stick tape, it can't be fixed. And we've just gone ahead and chucked zip ties on as a fan belt replacement. Only has to run the water pump and the alternator, so we're hopeful that this will work. We know it has worked on road cars for people to get to their destinations. Whether it works in an 800 horsepower Supra, we'll find out. I guess it's a big, these are pretty cool zip ties actually. They've actually got rubber on them and everything, so super cool, and fingers crossed they'll work. He's trimming them off now and I think we're about to fire, so see if it works.
Well, as you said, it ain't silly if it works.
Exactly. It's gonna work, I'm telling you.
It's definitely some number 8 wire ingenuity, isn't it, Keske? Applied with a unique New Caledonian flavour by Jeremy Slamet. And is it going to work? If you have just joined us, your eyes are not deceiving you. Those are cable ties being used as a fan belt. I imagine that would basically shred your hand if you put it anywhere near that. And that is trying to function in an 800 horsepower pro level drift car. That is as Kiwi
Number
backyard
8 wire.
mentality
Yeah.
as it comes.
Wow.
Only thing that could make this better is if there was a hole in the radiator and someone popped an egg into it to fill the gap.
There goes one.
Well, there goes one.
Yeah.
And no, it didn't work, Luke. Oh no. philosophical and relaxed, isn't he? True southern gentleman style.
He is a gentleman. As we look at the next run here by Luke Fink in the lead in the JDM Racing 180SX versus Sam Edinburgh, the V8 VIP S15 here. I think there's a little bit of track surface change here. There's still a lot of smoke here, but I think like Jan said, it's a bit more slippery. But Sam's doing a very, very good job here in the chase position against Luke.
He's really struggled for angle through the first part of the run in his chase. So you saw how he had to take a lot of the angle out just to try and hang on to Luke Fink out front. I think, is that this supercharged car? Yeah. It's very, very rapid, sort of 950 to 1,000 horsepower. You see how Sam's had to take a lot of angle out of the car to try and hang on there. I think it's a very good job by Sam until then. Certainly some of the better driving we've seen from him, just like Dan, looking much more comfortable at home here at Teretonga. But Luke Fink is just so good at what he does. He's always going to deliver you that chaseable run unless the car's misbehaving.
Sitting in the outer zone. What? There's a giant metal bar shaped car sitting in the outer zone. The giant metal bar sitting in the outer zone. James's whole back bar sitting in the zone, in the clipping box. Whereabouts? The third zone. On the third zone. Giant metal bar there. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, in general. Are you okay to go back out for second time? 5 seconds. What goes on with that? Fucking giant thing in the middle of the track. Like, I literally shit myself in a huge metal bar. Okay. So that affected your run? I'll let you know. It's like a whole rear back bar. Your whole back bar's out sitting on there, yeah? Bro. Huh? Yeah, but what happens from here? So I just didn't go to the zone because I'm like, is it a wash and you go again, or is it? Yeah. The diff just let go anyway. The diff just let go anyway. I guarantee that wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a giant fucking piece of metal on the track. I had to like handbrake and then dump the clutch. Like.
So if you win D1NZ Pro, then you get a toolkit that is full, worth about $8,900. So thank you to 10 Tools for that. We appreciate that prize. As we see the always animated Mr. Fink, the cameras come off. Is Luke getting out of that car? Has he called it a day, or?
Luke Fink's out, blown diff. We're out of diffs. Does that just make you grumpy?
Oh, it is what it is. I was probably more a little bit disappointed about there being a large piece of metal out on the track, so I did have to give the car a massive kick in the guts when I probably normally wouldn't have had to. I think the diff probably would have gone anyway, to be honest with you, but it didn't help. But yeah, couldn't be fixed with zip ties or duct tape this time, so we tried our best. Big shout out to the JDM boys, and get ready for round 3. Hopefully with the S15, the big diff in the back, we'll have a quick change and all that sort of stuff in there. So yeah, as much as I love this thing, she's a bit tired. She needs a quick change or something, but yeah, otherwise pretty stoked with the weekend. A 3rd yesterday. I think we'll end up with a 9th or 10th today. It is what it is, and push on for the next round.
Looking forward to seeing you throw it at Fukugawa.
Yeah, that's some records I want to break. I want to see how quick it really goes in there because, yeah, I've driven with some of the D1NZ boys in Australia in not a similar corner, but a very fast corner, and I found myself backing off a lot. So I'm pretty excited to be able to go full bore into there.
Big cojones, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Oh, he just can't help himself, can he? He's ever the character as Luke Fink, and